Welcome back to Speak for Yourself. Let's go to the AFC North, where the Ravens beat the Bengals last week, but they were still upset. Talk about petty. Baltimore led 27-0 with just over 30 seconds left, and then the Bengals chose to kick a field goal. Well, that didn't sit well with the Ravens defensive coordinator, who thought they broke an unwritten rule to avoid being shut out. Martindale said, that's the DC, Martindale said he had some choice words for Bengals head coach Zac Taylor on the field. Take a listen.
You know what it was, all right? He knew what it was because it was awful quiet when I yelled it across the field. So there's some people that take that as a victory. We'll see. We got plenty to talk about next time we play him.
I can't make sense of this one, so I need Marcellus.
Yes.
Marcellus, should the Ravens be bothered that the Bengals chose to kick a field goal to avoid the shutout?
They should be bothered, but you know how I'm not a fighter, despite how I look, and I may look even intimidating to some people. I'm not a fighter. That guy is. Like, Wink Martindale has now proven to me he's the anti-me. He's ready for the smoke.
Oh, my God.
I'm mad that I'm mad at this. Like, one of those, you ever been mad that you're just mad at it? Like, this is so petty, but I'm mad that I'm going to be petty with them. And I'm going to side with the Baltimore Ravens because I'm going to use history as my indicator. There have only been 2 other instances in the past 50 years when a team kicked a field goal in the final minute to avoid a shutout while trailing by more than 20 points. So you know the unwritten rules are not written, by definition, but everybody knows how the game is played. Everybody knows what's going on. If you're down by a grip and the game is over, the game is over, even though the clock hasn't caught up yet to our minds, which is, it's a wrap. So I think Wink is looking, Wink, what a name. I ain't messing with Wink. Wink is like, hey, bro, you know how this goes. So why are you being petty? I'm with you, Wink.
Bro, I can't stand it, Wink. I'm not with you, Wink, blink, something. Let's change it. I'm not with it, right? Like, let's think, Wink. I'm not with it, Marcellus.
Why?
We all got that one dude in our squad, at least in college or in the league, who was always looking to fight.
Always
You
ready.
walk with your homeboys and like, hey, why you say hey? Say hi to me next time. I'm not a hey kind of guy. Calm down. They was just saying hey. They was saying hello. Please come. Why you trying to fight for? That's who Wink is, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what, you want them to just lay down and take a shutout? No. We all know, like, getting a big goose egg put on you is one of the most embarrassing things that can happen in football.
Yeah.
I have no issue with what the Bengals did. And also, like, Wink, if you don't want them to kick a field goal, don't let them down there.
Oh, you doing that?
That's how I ride.
That's how I
ride,
Wow,
bro.
you just mailed it in. It's the end of the show Friday. You just like, hey, you don't want them to score.
If you don't want them to score, don't let them in.
I understand I don't want you to score, but if you do score, you can't do any and everything. Like, this is a situation where, I like your example about, you always got that one homeboy.
You got that one, bro. You know it.
We call him Pigpen, always kicking up dust, like just dusty everywhere.
for
just
what?
what it do.
For what?
Here's the thing. I will side with you on this. The points do matter for some playoff scenarios. I mean, look, Cincinnati, good luck to y'all trying to get into one of these playoff scenarios. But it does matter, and I do appreciate that if you don't want them to do something, don't let them do it. But being real, you know what this game is. It's about a certain ethics, a certain translation of how we're supposed to do things and how you're supposed to do things. And that's unwritten, but by history, it's actually written. No one does this, but y'all gonna do it.
So are you really just, if you're the Bengals and you've already gotten molly-whopped, you gotten whooped, you're just supposed to not kick a field goal because you want to be nicer to the team that whooped you? That make sense.
I told you I'm mad because I'm mad. I'm just mad that we even doing this topic, but it was so petty, it was so necessary. Coming up, Uncle Jimmy ends the week with his thoughts on today's show. Trust me, you don't want to miss them. Speaking of petty, next here we go, let's bring in Uncle Jimmy. So what are your thoughts on today's show?
Hey, man, you ever heard the phrase that?
Never heard that. Nope, I never heard that phrase.
Hey, man, listen.
Wink gonna get up here.
You ever heard the phrase that a coincidence is merely God's way of choosing to remain anonymous?
Oh, I have heard
You ever heard that?
I have heard
Okay,
that.
let me
That's
tell you
good.
something, man. I don't think it's merely a coincidence that Wiley been beating the brakes off of you all week long.
When?
Ever since you showed up on Monday wearing that fake Hall of Fame color leisure suit you had on. Now, I know the first thing you're going to say. I never said it was that. Well, Acho, let me ask you something. What did you call yourself doing when you sent this selfie right here back home? What did you think the people back home was going to say?
See who I'm working
Oh, my
with?
God.
This dude.
Oh, my God. Come here. Look quick to the
Oh,
dude
it caught me.
on jacket. I wonder why he didn't tell anyone.
Caught me.
Oh, he is so modest. Well, you know what, man? Why in the hell didn't you show him the video of what happened to you when you ran into Marcellus Wiley later on Monday? Let him see what happened to you. Yeah.
I gotta love it.
That's what happened to you.
Man. Hey, that's a good recovery from that stroke you had in the beginning.
I hear you.
You
What you
okay?
saying?
Check his blood pressure. All right, Fox Bet Live. Y'all gotta follow Uncle Jimmy.